my prediction for the AFC Championship, Buffalo this season is not going to get over the hump. This is not the year that the Buffalo Bills are going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs when it matters. Look, Buffalo beat Kansas City in the regular season this year. That was a great game that they played, but they are not playing the same Chiefs team in the AFC Championship this week coming up that they played when they won in their last outing. The Kansas City Chiefs, since that loss, their offense has to improve. Travis Kelce has come out of hibernation. Patrick Mahomes has had 18 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions in his last 2 months playing football. Marquise Brown is fully healthy. DeAndre Hopkins, we still haven't seen the best of them. And Xavier Worthy had a pretty good game the last time these two teams played. I would like to see what Andy Reid has in store for Xavier Worthy this second go around, because Buffalo's secondary is not really that good, but they have an incredible defensive line. But it's not like Kansas City's offensive line is terrible. Their offensive tackles are what's terrible about their offensive line. You got 2 All-Pros on the interior, and you have an outstanding defense. And Buffalo played conservatively against the Baltimore Ravens. Their win against Baltimore was not that impressive to me, and you can call me a hater all you want to, but the Ravens more so beat themselves than the Buffalo Bills beat Baltimore, because you had the Lamar fumble, you had the interception early, you had the Mark Andrews mishaps with the fumble, he drops the 2-point conversion to tie it. The Ravens just beat the Ravens in that game, more so than the Buffalo Bills beat the Ravens. Josh Allen did not look like the better quarterback in that game against the Ravens. Lamar outplayed Josh Allen. Lamar, yeah, he had more turnovers, and Josh Allen had some impressive touchdowns, but Lamar Jackson was the better quarterback, and the Ravens lost to Buffalo. Buffalo did not look like the better team in that game. And playing against Kansas City in the playoffs is a way different animal than playing against Kansas City in the regular season. This team, like they showed last year, they just flip a switch. And you have some teams that once they get into the playoffs, they just save their best for this stretch. All you need is a good month of football, and you're holding that Lombardi trophy. You're embedded forever in the history of this league by the month of January and early February. And the Kansas City Chiefs, better than any team in the league, they play playoff football at a better level than everybody else. When you look at the Buffalo Bills and how they've came up short in the past against Kansas City, I see a mental hurdle that they're trying to overcome. When they play Kansas City in the postseason, they have a different look in their eyes. They have moments of doubt. And, they just aren't that good. To me, talent-wise, is what they need to be to beat Kansas City. Kansas City still has one of the best rosters in the NFL. You have outstanding defense. You got Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is arguably the best player in the NFL. Chris Jones is a top 10 player in the NFL. Great linebackers, good players in the secondary. And Buffalo, they overachieved this year. Before this season started, nobody that much really thought that Buffalo would be in contention for the AFC this year. So I just don't see the Buffalo Bills being able to get over the hump this year and being able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I just don't see it. I got Kansas City winning 28-24 is going to be my final score prediction in this game. Kansas City, when the game is just on the line, they're going to find a way to dig down and win. They are going to three-peat. We just have to stop denying it at this point. It's going to happen. It's really tough to beat this team. Everything has to go right because they've shown last season and this season that, even when they're playing their worst, they still know how to win. And it's not luck if you can continue to do it. It's not luck if you do it twice. And Kansas City just continuously finds ways to win. Plus, you got to beat the refs when you play Kansas City. You think Buffalo can overcome Kansas City and overcome the men in the black and white as well? You got to overcome the 12th man. It's just written in the script for Kansas City to three-peat this year. Now, after this year is when I think the Kansas City Chiefs are not going to be as dominant anymore. But this year, man, I just don't see the Buffalo Bills being able to get over a hump with the team that just is not that great. It just isn't. I got to see it to believe it. I got Kansas City winning.